Hello, everyone, and welcome to the High Stakes Fantasy Weekly Podcast. Greg, Tom, and Jeff are back with you again, looking better than ever, boys. You look great. Where you been all this time? My goodness, it's been several weeks, maybe even months, but here you are. Tom, Greg, Jeff, how you guys doing?
Doing good. About to wrap up the football season. Hard to believe, but here we are, Christmas next week. Football season, championship round. Got off to a bang last night. Wow, what a game that was. But yeah, it's all about to wrap up in a week. Christmas coming up next week. Hard to believe. It's freezing cold here in Wisconsin, but had ourselves a warm game last night out in Seattle.
Yeah, no warmer where you are, Jeff, in Michigan, right?
I don't know if you guys can see in the slider behind me, but there's lake effect snowflakes in the air. I'm looking at my vehicle right now. I'm going to have to go out and unfortunately brush that thing off. I got some plans this afternoon I got to take care of. And
there you go.
It's going to be a good 10, 15 minutes to get that Jeep ready for my wife and daughter before we head out.
All right. This is called the High Stakes Fantasy Weekly Podcast. We haven't been on in probably 16 weeks. I'll take the blame for it. Everybody in Las Vegas saw me limping around. I came back home, went to the doctor, got an MRI, had 2 torn cartilage, a torn meniscus, so I got that fixed, and now I'm pain-free. I was in so much pain, I didn't even want to see you boys on the screen here. I didn't want to see anybody. I was in so much pain. But I'm better now, and in March, I will be walking around cane-free, I promise you. So I feel so much better. It's kind of funny. I was talking to Roger Gonzalez in Las Vegas. He had 2 knee replacements at the same time. He did them both at once. I'm like, I don't want that. That's for sure. Mark Moyer goes, oh, I had a knee replacement. It's real great. So I did not have a knee replacement. So I feel good about that. So Tom, you're at my age kind of, so you don't want a knee replacement either. So take care of yourself. All right. First thing we got to do today is dive into the NFFC championship round playoffs. We paid over $2 million. After week 14, we got $4 million more dollars to hand out in 2 weeks, including a pair of $250,000 grand prizes in the NFFC Primetime and the RotoWire Online Championship. Tom, not counting last night's wild game because that threw off the standings, but who were the leaders in our national contest after week 15, and name some of their top players they had?
Well, yeah, I mean, going into the championship round, Chad Schroeder, Hall of Famer, leading the prime time going into last night's game. Of course, Chad had himself a big week 15 thanks to Trevor Lawrence. Man, Trevor Lawrence went absolutely nuclear in week 15, put up a 57.6 week. So that was big for Chad. What surprised me about Chad's lineup, though, Chad's only quarterback is Trevor Lawrence. Pretty risky for Chad, but of course, Chad, a Hall of Famer, 2-time primetime champion. So if anybody can do this, I guess it's Chad. So good luck to Chad heading into the championship rounds. So we'll see if he can keep doing this. A former classic champion, Wilson Moy, took over the RotoWire Online Championship lead going into week 16. So good luck to Wilson in this. Mark Milazzo, I just want to mention Mark because he's been doing really well in the Silver Bullet. So he's got the lead in that one going into the championship semifinals as well. But I do want to give a shout out because to some of these guys that got Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith-Njigba, because that combo has pushed some guys into the lead as we head into the weekend now. Jeff Brill, Jason Cassidy. Jeff Brill moved into the top spot in the RotoWire Online Championship, and Jason Cassidy moved into the top spot in the Silver Bullet. So I do think we're going to see that combo be very popular now as some of our leaders take over the top spot in these national contests. So keep an eye out for that combination of Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith-Njigba. They may play formidable combinations as we move into these championship semifinals and the championship round in these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Jeff, we listed common NFL players that are on the most championship round teams. JSN was number 1 in the prime time, and those owners last night through 30 minutes of football must have been pooping in their pants, right? Because he had a big goose egg, and then he went off. Puka was insane last night, but just talk about some of the common players that are on the top teams there.
Yeah, man, that was crazy last night. One target going into
Yeah.
halftime, and then even that touchdown, the last game winning touchdown before the 2-point conversion, that could swing some things. So man, I'm sure the JSN owners are. I know I almost went to bed. I almost shut it off. I don't think if they returned that punt, I was about ready to turn it off and put on the basketball game. But yeah, anyway, common players. You mentioned JSN, one of the top ones. The other guy that's always interesting to me is you talk about when we were out in Vegas, however many months ago that was, Christian McCaffrey. Remember the calf injury popped up in practice before week 1. He's up there.
Yeah.
And again, Tom mentioned the guys that went off last week. Trevor Lawrence and on a lot of the top teams. It's going to be interesting to see where Puka, again, another guy that was injured and kind of on the fringe when we were out in Vegas. They were kind of questioning, his health. So, Stafford's health. They were wondering, his quarterback. I'm old enough to remember in August when they were saying, Stafford might have to retire because of that back injury. And now here the guy's about to win MVP. So, that's interesting to me. Maybe you'll have to remember that when we get out to Vegas next year. Puka and McCaffrey were two guys that were falling down draft boards out in Vegas at the Park MGM. And now here we are with two of the top players on the most championship round teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, JSN, Christian McCaffrey, George Pickens, Jonathan Taylor.
Pickens, another guy. He had that terrible Thursday night game, the free look. Went sliding down draft boards for the main drafts. And now look at him. Some people got great value on him, and he's up there for the top teams in the championship round.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this would be a wild week if last night's game was any indication, for sure. This is how it always goes, right? I mean, last year all the titles were won on the Monday night game, Detroit and San Francisco. We expect nothing less this year. So hang in there, everybody. If you didn't have Puka last night, you still got a chance to catch up on those scores. But man, that guy was crazy last night. So, all right, Tom, next week is week 17 in the NFFC. Everybody's going to be concentrating on their rosters. Not everybody's in the championship round, so we created a Christmas Day bonanza, we call it right now. This is the first time we've ever done it. The Turkey Day bonanza was pretty popular. Just pick 10 players, right? So we decided to do it again. So talk a little bit about that, because that'll be next Thursday. You only got 6 more days to enter that contest.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, our Turkey Day contest has been so popular. Single day contest, we've had a lot of fun with that. We decided why not do it on Christmas Day as well. You unwrap your presents, have a great time, but let's have some fun on Christmas Day as well. We got 3 great games this year. So here we go. $100 entry fee, $7,500 grand prize. Prizes based on 500 teams. And we'll introduce it same kind of format as the Turkey Day contest. So if you play that, you're going to love this as well. We've already got more than $150 teams in the contest as well. Again, the same exact format, no draft, no salary cap. Just pick the 10 players you want from the teams playing that day. Got to have a minimum of 1 player from each of the team playing that day. We'll pay the top 35 finishers. So same exact format. We got package discounts as well. So everything's the same. Just sign up now, get in, play it. 6 days left. We're going to have a great time. $7,500 grand prize. You're going to love it. If you play in the Turkey Day, you're going to love this contest as well. So again, you can only have so much fun with your family on Christmas, right? So let's have some fun playing this Christmas Day contest and win $7,500 on us.
See, that's a picture of Tom right there. That's why I put that up there. That's
there you
Tom
go.
talking right now. So there you go.
I just got to take issue with something Tom said, though. 3 great games. These games are looking a little rough compared to where they were when they were scheduled this spring, probably, though. So, I mean, these games, what is it? Dallas and Washington, Detroit, Minnesota.
They're great games, Jeff.
But that's what I'm saying. This is the beauty of the Christmas bonanza is we're giving you some entertainment for these games.
That's right.
Hop in and get these teams together to make these games worth something, because man, they ain't looking as good as they were when they were announced. Probably what was that, March, April?
Just because Patrick Mahomes isn't playing and Jaden Daniels isn't playing.
Minshew, man, Minshew mania.
I know Tom is a big Minshew guy.
And that's the thing. A guy like Minshew could win the title for somebody, right? So it's a fun contest, but there's no doubt those 3 games aren't as appealing as they used to be. But so there we go.
Get some action to Christmas.
Get some action. $100 to win $7,500, right? So that's good stuff. Plus, I have a cool graphic here that I can just throw up just like that. Looks just like Tom. and then we go back to us. So you got to love it. So I'm like a producer here. I'm able to throw things around. We can put a little, let's see, holiday cheer in here. See, look at this. We've come a long ways, boys. You know that? So, all right, Geoff, let's talk about another contest real quickly here. We got a pair of postseason contests. We're not done after week 17, folks. All right. We got a $125,000 grand prize, $50,000 grand prize. It's called the NFFC postseason contest. Geoff, explain a little bit about that, and I'll even throw a graphic up while you're talking.
Yeah, postseason hold'em. You want to get the guys that are gonna advance, survive and advance. You get multipliers as they advance, and man, oh man, this is looking like one of the craziest setups for playoffs in a long, long time. I think when you look at these, projected standings and all that, this is as wide open as this contest is gonna be probably that we've ever seen. Maybe. I mean, what was that graphic the other day? I seen this is the first time in 20-something years there hasn't been a Brady, Manning, or Mahomes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I mean, you look at this contest again. You want your guys a wild card team that could win the championship to get those multipliers come the Super Bowl. What is it? 4 times come the Super Bowl, I believe.
Yep, 4
and, so I mean, I think you can make a legit argument. Any of these wild card teams could be in the Super Bowl game. So this is going to be incredible this year. I know we do our internal contest. I'm looking forward to that one, putting it together, because this is going to be just an insane playoff contest. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Are load up on Packers this year out of the NFC? I know that they're looking like one of the favorites in the NFC. I think I like where they're at. They're obviously losing Parsons hurt.
Yeah,
the injuries have kind of caught up to them. But man, oh man, no, that NFC is wide open.
Yeah, the NFC North is wide open. I mean, the Lions could still win, to be truthful. The Bears got the driver's seat if they beat the Packers. So absolutely. The thing about this contest, and Tom knows this, the number 6 seed quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers have led people to this title. So, and this year, like you say, Geoff, a 7 seed, a 6 seed, a 5 seed could win the Super Bowl this year. It is so wide open. Last night proved the Rams look like the best team. They could be the 5 seed. They're the 5 seed right now, right? So AFC wide open. Yes, Denver looks good, but Jacksonville, who knows? I mean, New England, it's wide open. So the NFFC postseason contest, going to be a lot of fun. So take a look at that. We got a couple weeks before that locks in, obviously. I think it's January 10th. Saturday is the first game. So, all right. So sounds good. So here I got an announcement. The last time I saw everybody, like I said, in Las Vegas, I was limping around. I was telling everybody that the strip hotels were booked. We found out that iHeart Radio Festival, it's a citywide festival, was going to be there the week of September 7th through the 12th. It's usually the next week, but they moved it up 1 week. We found out immediately Park MGM was booked. We found out the Bellagio was booked. In fact, we found out every MGM hotel on the strip was booked for that week. I was frantic. I didn't know what we were going to do. I didn't think we were going to stay on the strip. But I got a lead, and we checked it out. And after a lot of work, we found a hotel that's going to stay on the strip. It's going to be on the strip for the second weekend of September 8th through the 12th. I'm not going to announce it right now. We'll announce in the next 2 weeks, but the contract is signed. The room block is ready, and just hold tight a little bit, and we'll have the details out to you after week 17. But I promise you'll like it. And Tom, you know where we are, so agree. People are going to like this, right?
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't want to say anything. Like you said, we'll announce it, but yeah, I think people are going to be happy. It's definitely familiar to our customers, so nothing new, nothing that's going to shock anybody. So it's a good location, and I'm looking forward to it. Definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be unique for sure. And
it's not Circus for the record.
No,
Circus is on the strip. So we don't have something for first weekend yet. We're working on that. That's a lot easier to get, but we've got a deal that we're working on maybe for first weekend. But second weekend will be on the strip, and we will announce it in 2 weeks. We'll get the room block. We need your help staying at the host hotel. We really do. And I think you'll want to. So stay tuned. We'll have more of that in a couple of weeks. All right. All right. Before turning our attention to baseball, Tom, let's quickly announce our leaders in the Hoops National Contest. And we do have a Christmas Day Jam contest. One day contest. There's 5 games, 10 teams going on, $100 for a chance to win $5,000, right?
Yeah, real quickly about that. Our Christmas, we got a lot going on Christmas. So if you want to play and win some money in with us in the NFBKC in basketball, you can do that. $100 entry, $5,000 grand prize. So we got less than 75 spots left in that contest. So a great basketball contest that sells out every year. So you can get into that contest right now. Sign up for that. Our leaders in the NFBKC right now, Hall of Famer Curtis Gazdowich is leading the main event. Fellow Hall of Famer Eric Wong is leading a couple of contests right now, the draft champions and the best ball. Nelson Souza, a lot of you folks, of course, know him in football. He's leading the RotoWire Online Championship in basketball right now. And Christopher Keel is leading the basketball challenge right now in the NFBKC. So a lot of great contests going on. And again, that basketball Christopher Christmas Day Jam right now. You can sign up for that $5,000 grand prize. You can play Christmas Day in that contest with us in basketball as well.
All right, like Tom
said, real quick,
I
talked a lot of smack about those football games, but that Spurs Thunder, that game on Christmas, I don't know if you guys watched that one. What was that, on Saturday? That was one of the better basketball games I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
got Rockets Lakers. That'll always be interesting. So these games are going to be quite fun. You got some great teams in there. You got the Nuggets, so you're getting your Jokic, the aforementioned Spurs, so you're getting your Wembanyama, Luka, Durant. We kind of talked about how some of the stars are missing in the football contest, but this is the big boys are here and ready to go on Christmas. I didn't even mention Steph Curry and the Warriors, so that's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to seeing how that one turns out.
Yeah, the Thunder looks unbeatable, and then yet the Spurs beat them in Las Vegas, which was insane. They were down too, but there's some good teams. But man, that Thunder team, when they get completely healthy, they are something else. All right, our NFBC live events this year are going to be at the Hampton Inn and Suites in Robbinsville, New Jersey. We're there March 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th through Sunday the 15th. We're going to host there 3 days. We've expanded it to 3 days. Then we're going to host at the Rio Las Vegas March 18th through the 24th. The WC Championship game is Tuesday, the 17th. So some of you guys will be out there. I remember watching that together a couple of years ago. But that's going to be fun. So like I said, we've expanded New Jersey to 3 days. I hope to fill up 4 drafts, 3 auctions over that time. New Yorkers, come on back. Come on back. That was a lot of fun last year, and we're going to do it all again. I'm going to do the Las Vegas main event league selection show with Mike Masato, hopefully at his house on Sunday night, the 15th. Hopefully the power won't go out this time, Mike. Get a generator and we'll get her done. But yeah, the Rio is shaping up nicely. And if I can close the deal on a Friday night party that we're negotiating there, you're going to be blown away by the room that we have for this one. I'm real close to signing this contract, but it's going to be a very unique Friday night party. We're going to be limited, 60, 70 people. So get in while you can, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay at the Rio if you can. Stay under our room block. I think you're going to love Las Vegas this year. And I don't want to be a sourpuss about baseball, but honestly, I'm really afraid about 2027 and the lockout year. I really am. I don't trust the owners. I don't trust the players. So with that in mind, if you ever wanted to come to Las Vegas to draft live, I advise you to do it this year. I mean, if we don't have a CBA signed by this time next year, I just can't see ourselves, negotiating a contract in Vegas, having over $100,000 in guarantees. I just don't know what's going to happen, and I just don't think a CBA is going to be signed until last minute, if you will. So come to Las Vegas this year, enjoy the live events, and we'll play it by ear next year in 2027. I hope we can do it, but they got to have a CBA by this time next year for us to host live events. So that's where we're at. All right, Jeff, we've had hundreds of drafts already. Tom, you've been looking at the ADPs. Give us a quick look at the ADPs if you can. Certainly the first
right
round.
Now, looking at first round ADPs for baseball right now. Checking it all out right now. Looking at, we got Shohei Ohtani, no surprise, number 1 pick, and Aaron Judge right there at the top. Bobby Witt, top 3, no surprises there. Juan Soto rounding off, and Jose Ramirez. Tariq Skubal is the first pitcher off the board. Again, no surprises at the top right now. Corbin Carroll, Ellie De La Cruz, Ronald Acuna, and Julio Rodriguez. That rounds out the top 10. And Paul Skeens, Garrett Crochet, Junior Caminero, and Fernando Tatis Jr. and Gunnar Henderson round out the top 15 in the first round there in your ADP right now. Those are your top 15 players going off the board. So really no surprises, especially at the top. Shohei, Judge, Bobby Witt, pretty much the guys going at the top 3, which you would expect to be going at the top 3 right now in our drafts at the moment.
Yeah, when you get to live events, we see starting pitchers move up. Skubal and Skeens are on the USA WBC team, which are pretty interesting. I got to believe Crochet moves into the first round as well. So it'll be interesting. Jeff, you live in the Michigan area. Where's Skubal pitching this year?
Well, that's the thing. Man, oh man, there was a Dodgers rumors out there. If he
Yikes!
went to the Dodgers right away, I think he becomes the number 4 pick, and I could even see him going ahead of the Judge, Ohtani, Witt that you just mentioned. As the Tigers fan, it's brutal. I don't think there's any way I'm going to curse here, any way in hell that they're going to let him sign any long-term deal with the Tigers without going to the market to let the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, Red Sox, God knows who else get involved. I think they got to trade him while his value is highest right now. Don't let him get hurt in the season. Don't your hand is strongest right now. If the Tigers stink and they know they got to get rid of him at the All-Star break, man, oh man, if he ends up with the Dodgers or out west, even Padres, someone like that, I could see him really, really becoming the number 4 behind the guys Tom mentioned. And again, when you're talking about starting pitching going up once we get out to Vegas, I could see him becoming maybe a top pick, a number 2 pick, just because he might be that much better than everyone else at the starting pitcher position. The one thing I'll notice just watching these drafts is the closers. Man, oh man, we talk about them every year. But this free agency so far, already we got all these closer by committee type things. The position has changed over the years. And now we've lost a lot of guys. Suarez went to the Braves where they already have Iglesias.
Yeah.
My Tigers brought in Jansen. They re-signed Finnegan. There's another couple guys that people were speculating on saves. The Nationals traded their closer. So there's a lot of up in the air with closing positions right now. So those set guys, we talked about Edwin Diaz going out to the Dodgers. Yeah. A couple of those other top closers are really kind of shooting up draft boards as people just want the safety of even one. It used to be, you'd want 2 or 3, but now people are saying, maybe I can get that one set closer that will get me 30 saves. The position has changed, and so far the hot stove hasn't been kind to closers in the fantasy baseball game.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're seeing 5 closers go in the second round right in a row, right? You just got those set 5 closers, and they are going second round, middle of second round even. So it's definitely interesting. You talk about Skubal being traded and the Tigers saying, we got to get as much as we can. We're in the same situation in Milwaukee, right? Peralta's a free agent at the end of the year, and he's probably going to get traded. I hope they don't trade him. I'd love to see the Brewers finally step up and keep one of their top pitchers, but I think the same situation is going to happen with him. So yeah, lots going on, and that's why it's fun to draft early. And so jump on in, go to playnfbc.com. You can see at the bottom there, we have an early bird special, $75 off the main event. We have over 220 teams right now in the main event. We're shooting for $855. We have sold out the main event 21 straight years. The first year we didn't sell out and we almost folded. My boss said, you got one more year to make this work. Well, 21 years later, we've sold out every single main event. And we think we're going to do it this year. We're shooting for 855 teams. So we're more than a quarter full already, which is good, but save $75. We will not have this sale again all year long. As early bird special. You don't have to pay until February 15th. Just secure your team, sign up, $75. We also have RotoWire Online Championship 3 packs for $75 off. That's good through December 31st. We won't offer that again the rest of the year. So jump in, go to playnfbc.com, and away you go. All right. Finally, Tom, I know you and Jim Coventry are still hosting the SiriusXM show every Thursday night. People love it. Is it going to stay on Thursday night? You got to change after football? What's going on here? Give it a little insight here.
Well, we're off for the next 2 weeks, so we're off for the holidays. For
come on, you should be Christmas night. Come on, get in there on Christmas night. Let's go.
No, we're off Christmas and we're off on New Year's. So we'll be back on January 7th. And if you check your calendar, that means we're off until Wednesday, January 7th. So that means we're back on our old day of the week. So starting on January 7th, the show returns to Wednesday nights on Sirius. So back on Wednesday going forward. So that means the High Stakes Fantasy Advantage returns to Wednesday nights, January 7th. So starting the new year, 2026, next year, Wednesday nights again. So no more Thursdays, Wednesday nights for the high stakes fantasy advantage.
Big mistake. You should have gone on a week earlier on New Year's Eve on Wednesday. You could have been really drunk. People would have understood that you were a little tipsy while you were doing the show. I'm sure
Understandable,
might have
but
tipped.
nope.
What do you think, Geoff? He
Nope.
should have?
I mean, that just ruined my holidays that there's no high stakes fantasy advantage on Christmas or New Year's.
You literally were not going to listen to the show.
My family and I, we shower, we get our pajamas on, and we gather around the Sirius XM radio each Wednesday or
Literally
Thursday
does
night
not
and just
happen.
listen to Tom.
Your little girl likes that between 10 p.m. Eastern and midnight, right?
Oh man, she's locked in. She's locked in. She's writing down everything Tom says. She doesn't miss an episode.
Has never happened a single time in your house.
All right. Moral of the story is it's back on Wednesday nights, and Jim will be joining you for a while, right, before you get into baseball, I assume, because you're going to be doing the playoffs and such like that. So, all right, Jeff Erickson joins him for baseball, but we love it. That's a great PR tool for us. We like to be on there every week, so great job there, and away we go. All right, so we'll come back on. I think we'll be on next Tuesday. We'll probably do Tuesdays for a while during the football season so that we got the latest leaders, and after we pay everybody, we'll be able to announce the champions and such like that. So look for us on Tuesdays. We apologize for being gone for a while. It's my fault. I was in too much pain. I said, the hell with this. I'm just sitting here feeling sorry for myself. So we will be back going forward, and we want to announce a whole lot more things. But again, we got good announcements coming up. We're really excited about baseball. Signups are great. The draft champions are ahead of last year's pace. The $50 draft champions are way ahead of last year's pace. So keep drafting, everybody. Keep jumping in there, and away we go. And we'll give you all the latest details here on the High Stakes Fantasy Weekly podcast. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you in the draft room very soon. Thanks, all.